Hi, welcome to another lesson. In this lesson, we are going to be looking at how to deploy our application on Netlify, our React application. So far, we have been updating our application and made changes to it. So this time around, we want to see how we can host our application. There are two ways of doing it on Netlify. The first method is by uploading it directly to the Netlify, while the other one is by connecting our Netlify account with our GitHub, and as we are updating our application, we are as well updating it online, which is the method we are going to look into today. So how do we go about it? Let me commit my application on GitHub. I have it on Git desktop, say update contact. Update contact. Then I commit to main. Then I push to origin. And then our application has been pushed online. If we go to our GitHub repository, portfolio app with React, then we can see all what we have done. We can see this is the new update we just pushed now. Alright, so now how do we now host the application on Netlify? Then we log in into our Netlify account, go to netlify.com, log in with email, and then we create site once we log in. So now I'm going to add a new site. So I'm going to import the site from an existing project because I want to connect it with my GitHub. So I'll go ahead and say deploy with GitHub. You can use Bitbucket and other means. So now the next thing for me is to enter the email address because this is happening because I have connected my accounts before with the Netlify. So here you enter the email the GitHub account, and then you authorize Netlify to connect to your GitHub. So in this case, you will see all your repositories. So there, I'm going to start search for my repository that I'm looking for, portfolio. So this is it, portfolio with React. I'm going to select that, and then it is main, yes. Then what else? Base directory, I don't have anything. Then the command is going to run is npm build. Do I need to call any function? No. And then I click on deploy with React. So while this is ongoing, Netlify, you can see, Netlify will create a random domain for us, which we can change by using our own custom domain, or we leave it as it is. So while all this is ongoing, I want to look at some configurations like domain settings. You see here, Netlify is asking us to add our domain. We can add our own domain right here. But if you don't have, our domain will remain sitename.netlify.app. That's it's auto-generated for us by Netlify. Okay, so it is still ongoing. If I go back to my site overview, I'll see the progress of what I am deploying. See, you click on that, you see I have a build field. So I may want to look at that, what has happened and how I'm going to fix that. So with this, it's showing me the log of what is going on and why I'm having a build field error. So with this, I will have to investigate to see what is happening. Okay, so now I want to investigate. Here in the error, I can see that it says it's inside index.js. I've defined clock and counter and it is never used. So let me go ahead and take them out. So here, yes, I can go to index.js. Yes, I use clock and counter here. I've commented them out. Then their import is right here. So I may need to take them out as well, right here. So now I'll save. Then go back to my GitHub. You can see we need to say update index. So we removed unused components. Then I'm going to commit that and push to origin. So once I have done this, the next thing for me is to go back to my Netlify and redeploy. So I'm going to retry now. You can see retry with latest branch commit or clear cache and retry with latest branch commit. So I'm going to say retry clear cache and retry with the latest branch commit. Then it's going to start all over again and continue. So now let's see. So okay, so it's building now. There it is. Okay, so it is ongoing now. Yes, complete. So we have completed deploying the application. So right now, before we preview, you can preview here, but before we preview what our application look like, we want to edit the domain name. So here I'm going to go to site configuration. Then here is where we have the site name. This is the site name, and then I'm going to go to domain configuration. See the domain configuration. Okay, here this is the domain name. If you click on this, you see what your application look like. This is it. But I want to change the domain name from something that we can relate with. So I'm going to go to see domain management. Let's see, add a new domain or what? Okay, I want to look for where we can do that. Okay, there is it. Change site name. So I'm going to come here. This is it. So I'm going to name this portfolio app with React. So it's going to be portfolio app with React. .netlify.app. Save this. If it has not been taken, it's going to save that for us, and then we can now have it as it is. Yes, it is. We were able to change it successfully. Now we can now check our application with the name portfolio app with React. Okay, cool. So everything is fine now. It's about us. Oh, it's saying page not found. We might need to do some adjustments to that for the navigation to work. Now, to address the issue of page not found when you click on your navigations, we have to create a file in our public folder. It is a file that will not have any extension. We just create it and give it underscore redirect. Then inside this file we put a code of this that it should send into index.html. Then save this and then go to your GitHub, publish that to your repo. So once you create this and then you push to origin, as you are doing that, Netflix will automatically get this. You can see it's starting up immediately and getting your commit. You can see have an error there, create. Yes, so it's building. It's going to update your site automatically as you are making changes and push to your repository. So there is building now. Once it is done, it's going to say published, like you can see down here, and then your site will be fine. But if you want to see the progress, you can click on the build. Then it's going to take you to the command line as it is running it and executing, processing it, and then you see when it is done. Once it is done, your application will come online. So let's wait for it. Is going out. It's ongoing. We can see that you can see the progress. It has gotten to clean up. It has built, deployed, and then this is just to clean up some items. Alright, so once that is done, the application is redeployed again. So what I'm saying in essence in this case is that whenever you update your application, you update it from your Visual Studio Code or your editor, any editor you are using. The next thing you do is that you publish that. You just go to your GitHub, deploy it online, commit it and deploy to your repository from GitHub, and then Netlify picks it up from there and deploy your application directly into the server. So that is how you go about deploying your application. So let's see now if it has updated our site, though it's still building it, but yet you can see it's working fine now. So it has rebuilt the site and everything is working perfectly. Alright, see you in the next class as we move on into another lesson. Thank you.